A lot of us are not really lacking self-love. What we're lacking is self-identity. A lot of people don't really know who they are because they don't know whose they are. So a lot of the times, a lot of us are trying to fit in. We're trying to blend in. We're trying to get acceptance and approval of people because we just don't know where we belong. We just don't really understand who we are. So we're trying to figure it out. So then the lack of self-love kicks in because it's like, I don't even know who I am. And because I don't know who I am, I'm confused about my purpose. I'm confused about how I'm really supposed to show up in this world. And I just want to just speak something over your life and say this. Listen, y'all. God did not create you to fit in. God did not create you to get approval and acceptance by the people of this world. Okay, God did not create you so that you can be out in this world lost and confused trying to figure yourself out. Listen, God's intention is so that God intended for you to have a relationship with Him. And in that relationship building with Him, you start to learn so much about who He is that you start to learn about who you are through Him. Understand this, y'all. When your car is messed up, you're not going to be, if you have a BMW, you're not going to Benz to fix your car. You're not. You're not going to have a Honda and go to Nissan to fix your car, right? Because you're going to take it directly to the manufacturer. You're going to take it directly to who invented the car, to who understands the car inside out, every part, every mechanic pieces to this vehicle, right? Because you understand that they know the car, they know the vehicle. Same goes with God. He is your creator. He is your manufacturer. He created you in a way. Listen, His promises, He didn't just say them after you were born. He made those promises before you were born. He knew you before you were even brought onto this earth. Before you were in your mother's womb, He already knew who you were. He already created you to be a winner. He already created you to live an abundant life. He already created you to be the head and not the tail. He already created you to be the lender and not the borrower. He didn't say these things in His word as in, okay, this is what's going to happen once you're out there. He already created you in His factory. He created you to be those things before He sent you out. So everything you need is already within you. A lot of us are out here struggling with identity, or we're trying to fit in, and that's why a lot of people are out here, everyone looks alike. All the women look alike, the men are starting to look alike because of how they're dressing, the things that they're doing, and that's because people are lacking identity. But I promise you, if you seek His face, you seek His kingdom first, He will show you who you are through Him. And in that, He will show you your purpose. He will show you that, listen, baby, you don't need to worry about fitting in because I created you big enough. I created you differently than anything and everyone else in here. So I didn't create you to blend in. I created you to stand out. I created you to be the light of this world. I created you to do things that no one else is assigned to do. So with that being said, y'all, I want to speak over your life that you're going to find yourself, and the only way you're going to find yourself is by finding and seeking Him, because He's the only one who can tell you and show you your full purpose, your full function. And one of the major ways of doing that is obviously by reading the manual, which is the Word. I get it. We're human. I always say this. We're not perfect. We don't got it all together. Everyone's trying to figure it out. All right? But the first step to figuring it out is to yield to Him and say, Lord, be real. Be transparent. Lord, I ain't got it all together. He knows that. Lord, I don't have an identity. Can you identify who I am? Who did you create me to be? Show me my purpose. Show me who I am in your kingdom so that I can walk on this earth with authority. All right, so I can walk on this earth with the mindset and the mind frame that I am already a winner, that I am already successful, that I am beautiful, that I am handsome, that I am, all that you created me to be. So let's get into that place, y'all. Because again, I don't believe that people lack self-love. I believe that where the lack of self-love kicks in is really, really the lack of self-identity. So because you don't know who you are and whose you are, you're just walking around this earth letting people treat you any kind of way, letting people do what they want to you any kind of way. They're letting them speak to you any old kind of way, right? Now you're trying to, because you don't understand who you are, now you're out here telling the doctor, hey, I want to look like this girl, telling the doctor, I want to look like that girl, putting yourself in positions to where now it becomes lack of self-love. But again, it all stems from self and lack of self-identity. So let's identify, let's make that a goal. Let's identify, who am I? And in order to understand and answer that question, you have to understand and dig deep into whose am I? Because when it comes to your parents, right? When people ask you and say, hey, where are you from? You go back to, okay, whose am I? Okay, my mom. I'm my mom and my dad's kid, right? Where are they from? They're from Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. So because I know whose I am, I know where I'm from in the worldly realm. Now on the spiritual realm, when the question is asked, who am I? And you look back, okay, now whose am I? I serve a true living God. I am the daughter of the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords, the Alpha, the Omega, the Master. You know what I mean? I know whose I am. My Father owns this. Everything I walk upon, my daddy owns. That's why I'm able to walk into rooms and not be intimidated by who's around, because I understand that God placed me there, because guess what? He said, girl, I own this. This is all mine. And I'm giving you dominion and authority over all of this because you are my chosen one. And because I understand that I am chosen, because I understand that many are picked but few are chosen, I get to walk in my light with no shame. I get to be comfortable in my own skin. I'm grateful for how God created me. I'm happy with who God created me to be. Everything, flaws and all, sugar slice and everything nice. I love who I am. I don't try to be like anything or anyone else because I understand whose I am. And because I understand whose I am, I understand my identity. And because I understand my identity, I don't lack self-love. Yes, people have insecurities, but there's a difference between an insecurity and hating something about yourself. So again, a lot of us the lack of self-love can be fixed if we tackle figuring out our identity. I love y'all. Yocairys, aka Sunshine, is here. I need y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, save, like, and share this video if it touched you, if it moved you. I'll see y'all soon. Ciao.